Yeah, hello and welcome to another update video about Gala. Gala also very interesting times generally in the crypto market at the moment. And especially the Metaverse cryptos are doing really well. That is why I said many times that it's worth to have at least one Metaverse crypto in the portfolio. Of course, that's up to you. It's no financial advice. That's only my opinion. I did say before that if I was to structure a new portfolio, I would certainly add a Metaverse crypto in there. And what I personally prefer is the kind of ecosystem Metaverse cryptos, like Gala, for example, on which many other games are being built, or play to earn games or metaverses, or the sandbox, where also you have, land that you can buy and other games which are being built on it. So these are sort of the kinds of things that I think are worth doing. Because if you go for a certain game, the risk is always that, in a couple of years, it might just be gone. Of course, the same could be true for Sand and Gala, but I find the risk is just lower. All right, what is Gala doing here? So we talked about here this correction throughout, ABC correction. So far, it all worked out. It came into the target area. Perfect. So we are currently here at a tipping point. Okay, so I did mention in my last video this key level here as key resistance, the 0.618 Fibonacci retracement level. And as you can see, this is providing, Gala has difficulties to get through here. At least we see a reaction here. At the moment, I think we are slightly above it. We were just below it. So the fight bulls versus bears is not won yet, but this is a key tipping point that will determine where we are heading. I've got the yellow target area here, this vertical target area on the chart that goes all the way up to 41 cents, and this is basically the maximum that I would give this wave 4. If this is wave 4 as a target. Bear in mind, a few weeks ago Cardano did something similar. Cardano did move up quite strongly all the way to 160, for example, and has also since then retraced. So this could be something very similar. In my view, that could be the wave 4 that Bitcoin, I think, is still doing. So after that, you would see one more wave down, one more sell-off. But of course, nobody has a crystal ball. Nobody knows. I understand many people expect a crystal ball. Many people, get frustrated when markets conditions change for some reason. I don't know why, but I saw it in the comments today. People get frustrated for some reason, even though prices are going up. I don't personally get it, because we've been prepared for this scenario on this channel, especially as I highlighted many times, that in this target area, there's a high chance for the price to turn around. It doesn't need to be the sustainable move up, but it's a big chance to turn around. And we see a strong reaction to that target area. And I highlighted that target area weeks before. Okay, so we've been very accurate, I think, throughout on this channel about what Gala was doing. And now, of course, the thing is, you can interpret that here as a 5-wave move down. So in that case, the wave 5, the last leg down, could have already been in. And we are now already starting our first impulse to the upside. For that reason, for channel members, I issued my own buy orders in this target area. And, everybody who followed me was managed to buy Gala also at these price levels, just in the area where we could expect a turnaround to the upside. And the potential for Gala is huge. If Gala now continues to move up from here in the next leg up, because that here is, in my view, a wave 1. We have come down in wave 2, in a large wave 2, and then the next large wave 3. The target for that is typically the 1.618 at least, 133, but probably for what the Metaverse cryptos did before and the hype around them, I could even imagine we get all the way up to the 2.618, so above $2, and that can happen quickly. You can see how fast the wave 1 did go up, and now obviously we possibly completed the wave 2. Doesn't need to be the case, but we've seen here a higher low, and now we see here a higher high compared to the previous one. So, the chances are, as I did say before, even though I do expect still another leg down, but the chances are there that we continue to move up from here. And you always want to be prepared for both scenarios. You want to understand when there is a high probability for the price to turn around, not anywhere in here, but you want to have that understanding, and that is only what the Fibonacci levels can give you. Fibonacci levels, in my view, there is nothing more accurately than Fibonacci levels to give you an idea where prices can be heading. For that, you need to understand in which wave you currently are. Otherwise, you apply the Fibonacci's in a wrong way. Yeah, I had a few questions about that today, but Fibonacci's, in my view, there's nothing more accurate. Fibonacci levels have proven to be correct over many years, decades, hundreds of years, thousands of years. They are everywhere in nature, right? They are just there. They do exist, and there are very good books on this topic, and I can just recommend for everybody who's doubting that to really dive deep into the topic. Fibonacci levels are something very solid, and the good thing is, if you understand what the typical Fibonacci levels are that a certain cryptocurrency is deriving towards in a certain correction, a certain wave, it typically keeps that behavior throughout its entire lifetime. So, for example, if we say a certain altcoin always comes down to the 0.887 Fib level in a wave 2, it will do that in 10 years still. Okay, that is just worth understanding, and there is a lot that goes into these Elliott wave analysis. It's not as simple as drawing a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pattern. It really is a lot of work. But of course, it's no crystal ball. It's just one more indicator. It's one more tool, and I believe nothing else. And I think many people who've been following me for weeks and months here on this channel will probably agree. Nothing else compared to the Elliott waves, or there are not many tools at least, will give you a similarly accurate prediction where prices can be heading in a certain market condition, right? Because all other tools basically just purely using, for example, retracement or support resistance levels and some basic indicators, they just can't forecast. You just have to react to them when certain levels are broken. But the Elliott waves can give you a very good understanding where prices will be heading. Of course, as always, there are various scenarios. If a certain level is broken, you need to understand which of these levels are key levels. In this case, it is that 41 cent level. If the 41 cent level here gets broken, this wave 4 is invalidated, and we have to talk about a different scenario, possibly then already that the low was already in, or an extended correction, but then at least higher levels will be unlocked, possibly all the way here to the 64 cent level. But I'll do obviously an updated TA when that level is broken. I want to see how it reacts to that resistance level. If we are now retracing from here, then what we have seen then is a strong reaction to my target area here in yellow. Yeah, this wave 4 target area. And then it could be that we really are in this wave 5. But if we see a higher low here compared to the previous low, what I would do then, go in again, build on my position, because that is then a good indicator that this here is something like the beginning of an impulse, right? So it's getting very interesting. Currently seeing here a red candle, currently still fighting around this key, the 0.618 Fib level at 37 cents. So at the moment just below it. And if we take a look at the 1 hour chart, you can see how Gala is fighting for this level. But what we can see here is, even though it's making higher highs on the daily chart or on the price here on the 1 hour chart, we can see lower highs on the RSI. So we're seeing a bearish divergence, indicating that the price, the bulls, are having more difficulties to push higher and higher as we get closer to this 41 cent level. So there could be a correction coming very shortly. Yeah. And also here on the 4 hour chart, you do see the same. So a bearish divergence on the 4 hour chart, also more than on the 1 hour chart, indicates a more substantial correction. And we can even see it on the 8 hour chart, that bearish divergence. So that, let me just check, is that really one? Yes. So also here a bearish divergence on the 8 hour chart. Do we see it on the daily? No, we don't see it on the daily yet, but still that indicates that we can see here a correction coming. So we just need to be prepared for that. There's also no surprise after such a move up. I mean, it went up like 50-60%. And also we were just getting here overbought again on the daily. So it might be that we're already seeing the beginning of that correction. What would be important to confirm a further move up is also that Gala would hold here the 33 cent level, which is the 50-day moving average. So everybody should be happy if it goes further up, because well, as a channel member, you probably might have followed me with my buy orders, dollar cost averaging in at these levels. I still think the current levels are still attractive to dollar cost average in. That is what I probably still doing when I update my buy orders, which I'm going to do soon, depending on how the waves are now behaving. Yeah, always important to react to the market. That's what good traders do, and that's what we have to do as well. So yeah, looking interesting, looking good. I think good chance to move up from here, but primarily, and that's why I still have it on the chart here, my view is that we are still going to see another leg down. Yeah, believe it or not, that's still my view here, because we are still in this wave 4 scenario. Until that yellow box is broken, we are still in that scenario, and that's what I have to, just by probabilities, have to go with. Otherwise, yeah, it just wouldn't make sense. It wouldn't make sense to suddenly go with another primary scenario as long as we are still in this previous primary scenario, yeah, because nothing here has been invalidated. So looking exciting, looking interesting, and I think the next few days will give us a decision here. So hopefully you like the update about Gala. Fantastic project in my view. Yeah, lots of opportunities going forward, yeah, I think it certainly has the potential to outperform Bitcoin in the next major wave up. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please smash the like button and subscribe. And again, if you really like the content, maybe you want to consider to join as a channel member. You can get access to Discord, Telegram, a fantastic community that helps each other as well. I'm really thankful for all your support. Really positive community as well. Over 900 members now. And yeah, you also get access to a weekly live stream. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.